Welcome to Callin Your Bluff, episode 7, and our second recorded episode. I think we'll be sticking with this format from now on. But, yeah. So, what up, boys?
Well, you know,
What's up, man?
just a little sad.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess we're going to just jump right into it. LSU played Tennessee yesterday, got beat down. What was the final score? Like
40 to 13.
Yeah, 40 to 13.
Probably it's 17.
No, it
No,
was
we had
13.
13, yeah.
Damn.
Because we were about to score a touchdown in the last few minutes, and Jaden Daniels threw his first pick of the year in the back of the end zone. So,
Yeah.
but it was not. Needless to say, it was not what we expected it was going to be.
No. It was,
No.
as you could say, we shit the bed.
Yeah.
I mean, literally first play of the game, all the momentum went to Tennessee because we
Yeah.
fumbled the ball.
I mean, that, obviously, that's on Besh, but the whole game, I don't really put it on any player specifically.
Yeah.
I think that's on our coaching.
Well, yeah.
Play calling was fucking horrible.
Oh.
I don't really feel like we're using our weapons like we should be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It wasn't a great performance. And honestly, Brian Polian should probably get fired. Special teams coordinator. I don't know what's really going on there, but there's a lot of special teams miscues this year. So far.
It's really bad. Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of people I've been seeing on Facebook and Tiger droppings and all that, they're calling for Jaden Daniels' head for some reason.
Yeah, and he's not the. He's really
Yeah.
not the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
if Nussmeier or Walker Howard were in the game, not much more would happen, honestly.
Yeah.
And you could argue that in certain situations, with how bad our line is, it might be worse because
Yeah.
those guys don't have the ability to escape the pocket like Daniels does.
Yeah,
and he really wasn't able to do that much yesterday.
Mm.
Tennessee did a very good job of containing them.
Yeah.
On every play, they had at least one or two dudes spying them. But I mean, if you take his running ability away, dude, we're shit.
yeah, and we were missing two of our starting offensive linemen.
Yeah.
Right?
So,
yeah,
like,
that definitely didn't help.
yeah,
Will Campbell drank too much beer the night before.
dehydrated.
Motherfucker was dehydrated.
Yeah.
How hard is it to drink water, bro?
Yeah. The day before you got a game to play.
Yeah,
Rookie
and
mistake.
it was like 12 hours before too. Like it was like 11 p.m. He just posted a story like,
Dude,
I'm
I
in the
bet,
hospital.
I bet
Yeah.
Brian Kelly got in this shit, bro.
Oh yeah. I mean, what? He's probably our best offensive line.
As a freshman, yeah.
Yeah. No, he's good, but
Yeah.
just not the smartest thing to do.
Well, hopefully he can learn from that.
Especially, a top 10 team coming into town.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but if we lose a couple more games in a row or something like that, then I'm fine with putting Nussmeier in, seeing if he can spark something. But I mean, yeah, with our line, like, what's going to be better?
Yeah. No, I think Jaden Daniels is
Yeah, right.
the best option.
Right now it
this
is.
year.
Yeah.
You could argue with a great line that Nussmeier might be the better option just because he's a better passer.
Yeah.
But with our situation, Daniels is the guy. That's why he's starting.
Yeah.
Well, we can get into the Saints versus Seahawks preview. We're without Jameis Winston again, Michael Thomas, and now Jarvis Landry. But we got Alvin Kamara back, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say my score prediction. I think it's going to be relatively low scoring. And I'm going to pick the Saints, of course. It's going to be, I think it's going to be 21-14 Saints.
Hey, man, at what point do you stop picking them? They keep letting you down, man.
When I die, man.
Respect.
Yeah.
On God. I can't pick against them. But I mean, if you want some reasons why I think the Saints are going to win, I think the Saints defense is going to show one of their better games this year against as Braden would say, an ass Geno Smith. He's not very high on him. Everybody else is, but for some reason Braden
I'm not really. I wouldn't say I'm high on him. He's doing pretty good this year.
He's a fraud.
Hey,
Yeah.
they tried to write him off. He ain't right back though.
Yeah.
The only I forgot about that quote.
He had inflated stats last week because they play the Lions. The Lions have the best offense in the league statistically, or like they're up there. But the bottom defense, a 30-second defense.
Yeah.
So if you're playing the Lions, you're going to get in a shootout. He played well enough. You know, he did have a good game, but dude, it's Geno Smith. Like, there's a reason he's in year like 9 and he's finally the starter.
Yeah.
No, who's he battling? Drew Lock.
Yeah.
You know,
He's a
Mr.
changed
Dab.
man.
He's not. No, he's not. He's a good backup. He's not a starter though.
Hey man, he's winning games.
Well, he's gonna have a stretch
We'll see.
this year. He's gonna have a stretch where he throws like 1 touchdown to 7 interceptions, and then people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that's Geno Smith again."
Yeah,
Look,
but
I'm not saying he's elite. I'm not saying he's MVP caliber. He's doing what it takes to get dubs.
I think he's cheeks, but you know,
We'll see today, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, it's getting hard for me to bet on the Saints to win, and I'm only saying that. I mean, we played the Panthers, and they're arguably worse than the Seahawks, and we just didn't show out at all. You know, I mean, Jameis was hurt, Michael Thomas and Jarvis got hurt too that game, but like, it's very frustrating. Like, it's hard to even like bet on them at this point until we see like cleaner play, and that's all it is. We have all the talent.
yeah.
It's all the penalties, our special teams, you know, fumbling balls and stuff. Just like it's like them and LSU for some reason they can't get their special teams
Undisciplined.
right. And
Poorly coached.
yeah, and I think Andy Dalton shows out. I mean, I think he keeps us in the game for sure. I want to see more disciplined play before I can even say, you know, I'm confident in betting on them. But you know, with all that said, I'll go 20-13 Saints right now. You know, just hoping we can pull it out and not go 1-4 because it's going to be very tough to get out of.
Yeah, that's going to be a deep hole to get out of. I think if we go into next week at 2-3, and you know, hopefully we get Jameis back and
Yeah,
Michael Thomas and Jarvis.
yeah. I did see a report this morning. They're saying Michael Thomas is likely to play next week.
Yeah.
So, you know, fingers crossed. But yeah.
Barring any more setbacks.
Yeah.
You never know, dude.
What's your prediction?
The problem is that every Saints game so far, like, I try not to be biased, but it looks like we're gonna win.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like we have the talent. We should have the game plan with the coaches we have, but it's kind of like LSU. Like every game we go into, we always shoot ourselves in the foot really early.
Mm-hmm.
We go down at least like 10, and then we're always playing comeback. I mean, I think the Saints win this game because it's the Seahawks, but I'm not really confident about it. I think it's going to be close. I think the Saints win 20-17. You know, it's not going to be like we're not going to blow them out.
Yeah.
I hope we do, but I don't think we will. And if the Saints lose this game and go to 1-4, season's probably over at that point because I think it's like not fixable. You know,
Yeah.
it's just it can be, but being 1-4 is like really hard to come back from.
Yeah.
Like the difference between 2-3 and 1-4 is tremendous down the stretch.
And also, if Dennis Allen and Pete Carmichael aren't complete mongoloids, Alvin Kamara will be involved in the passing game because, like, everyone is literally saying, like, he needs to be involved. So you got to find a way. I mean, it can't be that hard.
Especially with Jarvis and Michael Thomas out and Andy Dalton, who's not known as like a deep ball thrower.
Yeah.
You know,
So I would definitely expect against the Seahawks today that Alvin Kamara gets some kind of passing game work. But, you know, who
Yeah,
knows
need
at
to
this
feed 'em.
point, too. So,
Well, that hole you guys are talking about is gonna be falling into. The Saints' defense is really good, but the Seahawks they haven't won every game, but they play hard. They find a way to get it done. They're somewhat disciplined. I'd say they're more disciplined than the Saints. And I feel like the Seahawks front seven is going to give the Saints O-line hell. Andy Dalton is going to have to get it out quick. He's going to have to play well against that defense if they want to score points.
yeah, I really think it's the play calling by the Saints because I think Andy Dalton played a really good game last week.
Yeah.
But
No, I'm not shitting on him. I'm just saying he's going to have to play well, and he's going to have to get it out quick.
it's just, I think it's like we know he's gonna play well, but we don't know how the play calling's gonna be.
And that it's the part play calling, but like if the Saints O-line plays like they have this whole year, then I mean, Andy Dalton's, like I said, he's gonna have to do something.
Yeah.
'Cause
I would like to see when our line is breaking down, him dump it off to Kamara like
Right.
2 yards. Guess you could dump it off to Kamara 2 yards down the field. He can get you 10.
Dude,
you know.
you could literally do that like every play, like just a security check down to Kamara, and
Yeah.
he'd let him like he's best in the open field.
Because if they're blitzing like teams like to do against us with their line, it's like 6 or 7 guys taken out of the play already. So he's
Right.
pretty much going against the secondary and maybe a linebacker.
I mean, Kamara's one of the best in the NFL when it comes to breaking tackles and extending the play.
Yeah.
So all you have to do literally is get it to him.
Yeah.
But we're saying all this, but it's like we'll see. You know, it makes sense to us, but it's like it just doesn't happen when they're playing.
I think I'm confident enough to bet on them this week because last week I feel like we should have won. The refs were really just horrible in the second half. I mean, there were
hands
so
to
many.
the face and everything.
Yeah,
But it really shouldn't come down to that.
that
Yeah.
too, yeah. But so yeah, I mean, you know, hopefully we'll see a win today. But you know, it's going to be hard if they don't win to even bet on them for the rest of the year. So
A win today, and then hopefully come back healthy next week and get another win against the Bengals.
yeah.
Sitting at 3-3 would be like we'd be back.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, we can go ahead and jump in the Week 5 preview, and my game is the Eagles and the Cardinals. I think the Eagles. I think the Eagles keep rolling.
Keep rolling, baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason why the Cardinals would win this game unless something crazy happens. Unless the Eagles just absolutely shit the bed.
Yeah.
I think they're just all around a better team at every position. So I see the Eagles taking this one, 28-17,
Okay.
and winning pretty easy. I think Kyler Murray is once again frustrated. You know, he runs around like a toddler again, trying to.
Bro, he's just ready
Make
for the
something
new
happen.
COD to come out.
Yeah.
So
Next month. His stats are going to be way down after next month.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
watch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not very high on the Cardinals, but I don't think that they're gonna be absolute shit all year. You know, like they may
I
make
really
a
don't
run.
see how they are, man. Like,
Maybe when they get D-Hop back, it'll be better. I mean, he comes back what, next week or the week after that?
It's coaching.
I think he
He
comes
comes
back
like
week 7.
Week 7.
Week 7, yeah.
It's coaching to me. I think Cliff is not the guy.
Yeah.
I think he's gotten some wins in the regular season, like his whole career there, but especially when they get to the playoffs, it's like they just fall apart.
I didn't even understand the hire. Like, he wasn't even a god at Texas Tech.
Well, but I guess the idea was like Texas Tech had like terrible players, and he was still like average record, like 500 record there.
But I mean, to go from Texas Tech to the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, and it's just the coaches he's coached under, and at the time everybody thought his offense was like revolutionary, and they knew they were getting Kyler, or I think they either already had him or they knew like they were going to get Kyler. So it was like, let's hire this coach who can run a college offense in the NFL and make it work. But it's not working, you know. They look good some games, and they have like stretches of a few wins every year, but are they like really a good team? No. On paper they are, but no, they're not. They're not like what they should be.
Honestly, it's looking like they look a lot like the Saints, really. I mean, on paper, they're not a bad team. You wouldn't think that they would be bad.
They're
but-
pretty much what we are so far this year, but they've been that for like since Cliff has been there.
Yeah.
Like always super hyped and like never meeting the expectation.
Yeah.
Yeah. My game of the week is the Cowboys and the Rams, and I'm pretty interested in that one because the Rams are sitting at 2-2, and the Cowboys are 3-1 with Cooper Rush. He's been managing them perfect.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I mean, if the Rams lose this one, are they pretty much frauds for the whole season? I mean, Matt Stafford is leading the league in interceptions right now, just not looking good. Can't get it to anybody but Cooper Kupp. They're just not playing well, and they didn't really lose anybody other than like Odell, So, yeah, I don't know. I would say right now, I would probably go Cowboys 28-21. I think Cooper Rush is pretty legit, honestly. It's a small sample size, but I like him in their system. So
I don't know. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can bet on the Cowboys against the Rams.
I thought Dak was coming back this week.
No, it's next week.
Okay.
Yeah, he's aiming to play against the Eagles next week.
He wanted to play against the Rams, but I guess he's not ready.
Yeah, I mean, this is a hot take. Y'all ready for a hot take?
Mm-hmm. Hot take from Quake?
I mean, if Cooper Rush is just playing like this and they keep winning games, like, why rush him back?
Oh.
And then furthermore, I mean, they're paying him $40 million a year, so, a couple years down the line, if he keeps getting injured, do you think about getting some value back for Dak and just moving on?
Well,
I don't think you rule that out. I mean,
and I'm not
see how this.
I mean, I might be biased, but I'm not a Dak fan at all. I don't think he's that great.
Well,
I mean, I think it was last year before he got hurt, or was it the year before? Either one of those.
It was last year.
He was on like pace to throw for 6,000 yards, and this was like week 7. Like he had been like 400 yards.
He's going to drop off.
Those aren't empty. And those are empty stats. I don't think he's like. I still wouldn't put him in the elite status because I want to see him do that over like a season.
Yeah,
but like you can't deny that he's pretty good, and
he's having the Russell Wilson career arc where he's just going to put up stats and not win any games.
I mean, Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that was early in his. Dak already passed that up.
Yeah. Well,
he's already passed it. He's not going to win a Super Bowl ever.
Well,
so.
the thing about getting value back for Dak if he gets injured is he's not going to have any value because he has a massive contract, and if he keeps getting injured, who's going to buy him? Who's going to be like, well,
nobody's going to want him.
I'll take on that contract when he's been hurt every year.
Yeah.
No, he's not. They're just going to wait until his contract's over and probably release him.
Colts took Carson Wentz in. Same situation.
No, it's not the same situation.
Carson Wentz, debatably better. He won a Super Bowl. Bro, he was on
Likes
pace.
off the goop.
Yeah.
No, he was on pace for MVP that season, and see how quick he dropped off. I see that happening to Dak.
I mean, Dak hasn't shown that yet, though.
I don't know.
Dak's pretty good, bro. I think you're kind of slandering him a little bit
Yeah.
too much. I think there might be some personal hate going on here.
And Carson Wentz actually isn't that bad. Like he makes really dumb plays every year, which when it's on like prime time, he really gets flack for it. But he's an average NFL quarterback. I'll say that
He's
about
not doing
Carson
bad on the
Wentz.
Commanders.
Yeah, he throws his interceptions and stuff, but he's been putting them in position to win. It's better than what they've had the last couple of years. So
yeah,
that makes me think he's an average quarterback who's gonna. I mean, he reminds me of Jameis. Like he's gonna make stupid plays every now and then, but he'll put your team in position to win.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Braden, what's your Week 5 preview?
These games are garbage.
They are
today.
garbage, dude. I had a
Jesus
hard time
Christ.
picking one.
But it kind of makes me want to like go over a garbage game. But I'm probably going to go with the Steelers and Bills. When you look at it, you would obviously think the Bills are going to blow them out, which is very likely. But it is Kenny Pickett's first game starting.
Mm-hmm.
He threw like 3 picks last week.
But he was
got
10
it.
for 13.
Yeah.
Like, the 3 picks were...
2 of those picks were like not his fault.
Yeah.
I mean, one of them was like it was like a Hail Mary type play, so it was going to get picked. And the other one, the receiver, it went straight through his hands to the defender.
Mm-hmm.
So he legit had like 1 pick that was bad, but he had he had 2 touchdowns on the ground, and the energy that the Steelers showed during that game when he came in was like, it kind of reminded me of Baker his rookie year when Baker came in for the Browns and then they started winning games.
Yeah.
I don't think the Steelers are that great, but they have a little bit of talent, and I think they have enough talent to, if Kenny Pickett plays a really good game, they start pushing the ball down the field. I think this can be a close game.
Yeah.
And I mean, the Bills aren't perfect. They're going to lose some games, so
Baltimore should have beat them.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Steelers 28, Bills 24. Hot take. Yeah.
Hey, Kenny Pickett got a lot of praise from Joe Burrow.
Yeah. He looked pretty good, from what I saw.
Just has to clean up on those interceptions, but I like him over Mitchell Trubisky right now.
Oh yeah.
Sure. I think the Steelers have enough talent with, if you match that with being very well coached, under Mike Tomlin, they have what it takes to get it done.
Yeah.
I mean, they really haven't performed.
Isn't Kenny Pickett a little older too?
He's like 24, I think.
Yeah.
The problem with the Steelers right now is their line is absolutely terrible.
And Matt Canada.
Yeah. But they have no ground game. Like, Najee Harris can't get going. He's one of the better backs in the league, and you could put anybody back there, honestly, and they're not going to have good games.
Yeah.
Because the line is I think statistically the worst in the NFL right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can have a game where they clean that up, I think we look at the Steelers they can win.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they could start, getting more receptions to Najee. And, I mean, you got George Pickens, Chase Claypool, Deontay Johnson.
But it's like Chris said with Matt Canada, he's not it.
Yeah.
He's not calling good plays. They're just he plays super conservative.
He plays to not lose,
Yeah.
not to win.
Yeah. And that's from the first play. He's playing like that. So it just hasn't worked out so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this will probably be a tough season for the Steelers, but I mean, they're historically good. I mean, every year they're in the playoff push. So I mean, they won 2 Super Bowls with Big Ben, and Mike Tomlin's probably one of the best coaches in the top 3 coaches in the league. So I think if they clean up their line, get a couple extra receivers out there, Kenny Pickett's gonna have a great career.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
Well, to wrap up this segment, my game's going to be Bengals and Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
I love Joe Burrow, but I got to go with Baltimore on this one. Even though we're missing Rashad Bateman, I think Mark Andrews, Devin Duvernay will give him hell. I can't wait to watch Eli Apple get absolutely torched by somebody. I don't know. I think Joe Burrow's he's gonna slice us a couple times, but it's not gonna be enough to get it done. I'm gonna go Baltimore 24, Cincinnati 21.
I think it's going to be the complete opposite of what Chris just said. I think Joe Burrow is going to absolutely shit on the Ravens once again. I mean, last year he had in 2 games, I want to say it was right under 1,000 yards in 2 games against the Ravens.
Yeah.
And I just don't see the Ravens secondary being able to stop Jamar Chase, T. Higgins.
Well, the Bengals are kind of nerfed this year, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I think the Bengals are starting to play some of their better football, and Joe Burrow is starting to take the check downs in the first few weeks. He threw some picks, but I don't know, something about the Bengals and the Ravens. I don't feel good for the Ravens, So I'm gonna go 28-21 Bengals.
Ooh.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think I would agree with Jeremy on that one. Not to that extent, because I don't know if they're going to absolutely torch the Ravens all game, but I'll keep that score prediction. But yeah, I mean the Bengals, especially the last couple of weeks, they've gotten back to their aggressive play style. Even with Joe Burrow throwing all those picks, I mean they were still playing more conservative, I would say, the first couple of weeks. Trying to run the clock out, limit the game, and just wasn't working out. But they're back to really just playing aggressive, going for it on 4th and short and things like that.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I would say they're back, and I see they beat the Ravens this week. So
I think both of the offenses roll. I think the defenses are both kind of bad. I mean, I really think Lamar and Joe Burrow both have really good games, but
yeah,
it's gonna come down to the wire. I don't think the Bengals are. I don't agree with them playing their best so far. You know, they've looked a little better, but they're still not where they should be.
Yeah, no, just their best so far this season.
I think the Ravens are like really hot right now, which I don't know if that lasts over a whole season, but right now they look really good.
We're literally 14 seconds away from being 4-0. Like, we have blown 2 bad leads.
They can obviously keep it up with anybody. They kept up with the Bills. They arguably should have won that game. But
we were up 20-3. It's 20-20, 4th and 7 inside the 20-yard line. We go for it, don't get anything. Could have kicked a field goal, and the Bills' field goal that won it could have tied it. And then the Dolphins, I mean, we're up 35-14 and fucking blow it.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem with the Ravens is that they just can't.
We get comfortable.
Yeah,
defense start giving up fucking big ass plays.
They don't know how to put away a team yet, but they can obviously score. They can obviously play well. But I'm gonna go 38-35 Bengals. I think it kind of happens again to where. I could see the Ravens jumping out to a sizable lead early on, and the Bengals fighting back with Jamar and T. Higgins. You know, I think Burrow, if he plays how he should, I mean, he can come back from anything. So I think 38-35 Bengals. It's gonna be close though. I could go either way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna count the Ravens out for sure. I mean, I'll have the Bengals in my score prediction for now, but I mean. Yeah, I could see it definitely going either way.
Yeah. So. I can't wait for Lamario to prove all of
Hey, I like Lamar, man. I like him.
Yeah, me too. Are y'all going to pay him?
Shit, they better.
Yeah.
I mean...
The Ravens owner's just like, nah.
It seems like it's meant for him to get hurt and, like, ruin his value.
Well, I feel
with the way he's playing it.
Part of the problem is if he was... And this is no disrespect. If he was represented properly, he would have the deal right now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But he doesn't... He knows it's not a good idea what he's doing, which is why he's not represented. Because he knows if he was represented, then they would have already got him, like, a big deal. But he doesn't want that. He wants to play the long game and wait for a year or two for the salary cap to go even higher to get that extra, like, $20-30 million. It's not smart, but I think that's why he's representing himself. Because if he had an agent, they'd be like, "Dude, like we're signing this deal right now. You're getting max money. Like you're going to be the highest paid quarterback right now." But he doesn't want to be the highest paid quarterback right now. He wants to be the highest paid quarterback in 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's not smart, and I feel like just like. The story is going to be like he gets hurt, ruins his value, then he's going to sign like a $10 million contract.
Yeah.
You know, it just seems like it's going that way.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, if I were him, I would have already signed the deal and taken the long-term money already because, I mean, with his running style, I mean, you never know if just one good hit.
Wasn't like most of it guaranteed?
It would be, yeah. He would be the highest paid quarterback right now if he signed that deal.
Well, and the biggest problem is that the Browns signed Deshaun to all that guaranteed money, so that kind of inflated the value for quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
but he would right now probably get a better deal than that.
Yeah,
he deserves a better deal than that.
Yeah, but that's why it doesn't make sense to me. Like, what? How much more money is he actually going to get? You know, it might be like 20 or 30.
How much more money do you need?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, when you're making $200+ million, why do you need more? Like, dude, that's like the infinity money. Like, if you play your cards right, your family has money until the world ends. Like, it's not. There's no. What's the extra money for?
Yeah.
You know. It doesn't make sense. And I think Lamar is really good at avoiding contact, but all it takes is one
One
play where he just slips up and gets bopped, bro. It's gonna be bad.
Or gets rolled up on
You never
somehow.
you never know when somebody's gonna get two-wood.
We're still one. Sorry, I got a call, so the camera went out.
Oh, Blake.
There we go. Sorry for the technical difficulties.
Yeah.
He's an important businessman.
I don't know who called, but yeah.
Well, I guess we can get into some NBA news that's been leaked
Yeah.
for what was it, 2.3 mil is what TMZ paid them.
Something like that.
Yeah,
it was
TMZ paid like one of their
big money.
2.3 mil to leak the video, but
It's probably like the Warriors video coordinator or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't
You think
know.
he got fired?
probably
If they find out who it is, I mean, I'm sure they have like a ton of video people.
Yeah.
You know, but if they find out who leaked it, and it might have not, it could have been someone like an executive that just like slipped in and grabbed the video and was like, I'm gonna release this because, well, and there's a big issue too because Draymond's due for a contract, so this could be tanking his value,
Yeah.
and the Warriors could intentionally be doing that so they can keep him, honestly, and I feel like that could be a real possibility. But yeah, there's kind of a backstory to this whole fight. You know, the Warriors won championship last year, and Jordan Poole was a big part of that. He's like 24, and he was averaging 19 points a game, starting most of the year. You know, Clay came back, but Poole is arguably the better player at this point, just because of Clay's injuries and all that. But the Warriors are already kind of capped out, so that they can't keep everyone, including like Poole, Wiggins, and Draymond. So Poole's up for a contract next year. So is Draymond, and Poole's expected to get more money. Obviously, just 'cause he's younger and better. Draymond's a really good defensive player, but he's just not. He's getting older, and he's not really worth what he's wanting like near a max, and they can't do that for him. Like they're not going to be able to keep everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's multiple things coming out that Poole was basically being a dick to everybody during training camp and like acting like he's higher up than everybody, which I don't know if I believe because Steve Kerr came out and said, you know, that wasn't the case, and he's been like really good and building good chemistry. But whatever happened, something that Poole said made Draymond mad. Something in practice happened, but Draymond went up to Poole first, and then Poole said something back. That's when Draymond punched him. So, I think it's got to be something about money because Draymond's been saying he wants like a near max deal, and he's about to be like 33. So he's just I don't think he's gonna get that.
I don't see how you keep a guy like that. Like you have, like you said, you have Poole, Wiggins, and they're both young. Like of course, if it was me, Draymond, you know, he's good defensively, but I would pay them before I would pay Draymond. Like that's the future of your team.
Yeah, I mean that's what makes common sense. I mean Draymond's been there, you know, for other championships this decade and all that, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really know why he would punch one of his teammates and expect things to be okay.
In the video, it looked like they were just standing there and like Draymond walked up and got in his face and Poole pushed him, and then fucking Draymond Superman punched his ass.
He's always had problems with his teammates at one point or another. They already brought up clips from last season of him and Poole jawing at each other on the bench and stuff like that during timeouts. And then a few years ago when KD was on the team, they got into it a few times on national TV, like in each other's faces and stuff on the same team.
Yeah.
So I mean, I do like Draymond's game because his stats don't really show it, but he does. He gets Curry open a lot. And he's very good defensively. He doesn't really have the offense, but he doesn't really need to when you have all the shooters around. So he is like literally perfect in their system. But now you got another defensive player of the year candidate in Wiggins, so you don't really need to pay Draymond. Like you could let him walk. You know, it would kind of. I mean, he's been there all of his career since like 2012. But you know, I mean, I think it's gonna be a hard decision, but I think they're gonna have to let him go after this year.
Yeah.
You know, you can't keep someone like that could be ruining the chemistry at this point with younger players coming in.
Yeah.
So,
Well, let's do a little Pelicans preview
oh yeah.
since the season's coming up.
I'm
soon.
excited for that. Like, I'm not a big basketball fan, but
I'm not either, but I think I'm gonna follow the Pelicans.
yeah,
this
I'm
year.
gonna have to follow them with Zion and Brandon Ingram and C.J. McCollum and you know that what's that young guy that they've been
Herb Jones, Jose
yeah.
Alvarado.
Yeah.
We got Dyson Daniels, who's like, he had 5 steals in a preseason game, can also splash. Pelicans, flock up, get ready.
Yeah.
Championship.
Bird gang, bitch.
And I'm a
Bird gang.
I'm a Cavaliers fan, so but I do like the Pelicans too. I like all the Louisiana teams, and I do like Zion a lot, and I like what they've built. I like Willie Green; he's big players coach. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But did y'all see Zion's preseason game a couple days ago?
I didn't.
I know
watch,
he
but I
only
know
played
he-
like 15 minutes. Huh?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just they don't.
That's
really
most
play much.
stars, but he looked really good.
Yeah.
You know, he lost a lot of weight, kind of got a little in better shape, but we're kind of down bad right now because he did have a relapse. He got caught in a Wendy's drive-through about 2 days ago,
Jeez.
so
Yeah,
watch out for that.
There was a Wendy's worker that took a selfie with him and he posted it online.
He was really happy to be there too, like, happier than I've ever seen him. So.
Leave the guy alone. Everybody likes some Wendy's, man.
Bro, he's it's not looking good.
Did
If
you
he
see
keep,
that?
if they do not shut that down, he's gonna get over 300. His knees are gonna explode.
Bro, he was
Hey,
he was
Brady.
definitely over 300 in that Mountain Dew commercial
Brady,
last year.
do you like Wendy's?
I love Wendy's, but I'm
When
not.
these nuts are on your chin.
Yes, but yeah,
Had to, bro.
Zion needs to like be on 1,000-calorie a day diet. Like he pretty much doesn't need to eat because
No,
if he eats, he gains like 5 pounds every meal.
I don't know if I agree with that because
I do.
I think if he maintains the weight he's at now and even adds like 10 pounds, but that's it. If he can,
No, that's a bad
he
game to
said-
play. I'll just add a little 10 pounds.
10 pounds won't hurt.
well,
Next
I
thing you know,
mean,
it's over
obviously
300.
he can't control himself like last. So they had to really. I mean, he was basically like in a food rehab last year.
I still don't trust him around food.
Yeah,
Bro, they'd have to do the same thing with me, bro.
Yeah.
I had all that money, son. I'd be
Yeah.
eating
and he's in New
everything.
Orleans.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, he's chugging Mountain Dews. Apparently, that's why he got that contract with Mountain Dew. Just I hope he can stay off the food, stay on the court.
Yeah.
But it's we'll see. It's a long season. He's gonna get hungry. Hopefully he can use that anger, that hangry anger, to use it on the court, dunk on some boys.
Yeah.
So I mean, as far as like season predictions, what are y'all expecting from the Pelicans?
I mean the West is like really really deep this year. They're like it's pretty much the 11 teams in the West can make a push for the playoffs, but I think the Pelicans have enough talent to finish like top 4 in the West, which is 50 plus wins.
Right.
So that's I could see us winning like 53, 54 games, hopefully more.
Yeah.
But I think if the team
Blake's
stays
got
healthy,
something
if the team stays healthy, and what people don't talk about a lot, but our bench is deep. Like the 12 guys we're gonna have can all like legit all of them could be starters on another team at some point. So
Top 4 is a reach.
top 4 is no, it's not.
Bro, look at the West.
So
Yeah, I am.
I say 5 or 6 realistically. Is there Timberwolves got way better. They made the playoffs. Warriors top 4 seed stayed the same. Grizzlies got better. They were top 4 last year.
We better.
Suns, Bucks,
Bucks are in the East.
Bucks
but
in the East.
Suns are going to implode. They're very down bad. They lost to a Australian team in the preseason. Yeah.
Yeah, we looked really good against the Suns in the
No,
playoffs.
the Suns will make the playoffs, but I see them almost being a play-in team. I think the Pelicans are over them at this point.
The Pelicans, to me, have better players. Honestly, if you look across the whole roster, we're deeper than the
Pelicans are going to win it all.
It's possible.
It really all depends on how good Zion sustains a whole season. I mean, I really hope he does, but it's kind of hard. You know, I feel like he'll probably miss like 10 games this year just with past injuries.
I'd argue Brandon Ingram is our best player, though, honestly. I mean, I think
Right
Zion's
now, yeah.
right there, but Brandon Ingram is, like, great.
I have
like,
a hot take.
What's up?
The Cavaliers are going to miss the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
What's that?
Hot ass.
Bro, we got Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell is a bag of
In the
shit,
list.
bro.
In the list. Donovan Mitchell and who?
Darius Garland, Jared Allen, Evan Mobley. We had 2 All-Stars last year. We're gonna have 4 this year.
We're not going to have 4.
You heard it here, folks.
Bro.
4 All-Stars.
Evan Mobley almost made the All-Defensive first team in his rookie year.
No one cares.
Jared
about
Allen
defense.
is one of the best centers in the league,
No, he's not.
bro.
He just,
Bro,
you're just saying that because he has an afro.
he's
He
good.
looks cool out there.
He averaged like the 3rd most rebounds and like 2nd most blocks.
On the team?
Yeah, no, in the league.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
There's no way,
Look
bro.
it up.
No, I think the Cavaliers are pretty good. I mean, I think they play in a weak East.
I'm
but-
not going to say we're like top 3 this year because the East is actually really good.
No, they're
too.
not.
They are.
Not the West.
The East is a lot better than historically they have been.
You know what's gonna
So,
happen?
who's the top dogs in the East? Like,
The Heat's going to be up there. Bucks for sure. I mean, if they didn't lose Chris Middleton last year, they were probably back in the finals. Celtics are going to be back up there even with their coaching woes. I mean, they got better this season. 76ers, I see them being pretty good. Harden doesn't even have to be Harden, honestly, at this point. I mean, they're pretty stacked top to bottom. And they added P.J. Tucker, who's really good. Then you got, like, the Bulls, Cavs, Raptors. You know, all these teams made the play-in or
what about the
playoffs.
Hornets, bro?
They just don't. They don't. Well, the biggest problem with them is they're young, but they don't have like a starting center. They just haven't traded for one or drafted one that really makes a difference. So yeah, I don't know.
Bro, I saw LaMelo got crossed the fuck up
Yeah.
yesterday or whenever that was.
Oh yeah, have y'all seen the hype on Victor Wembanyama?
Yeah.
That 7'4".
Yeah, I seen a thing that said LeBron would be picked second if they were in the same.
Bro, he's crazy good.
Yeah.
Like this is the most high. He's
What
more
about
hyped
Ho
up.
You Fat?
And all you fat went to 30.
I thought that dude was like young. He's like 34.
Really?
He's been playing overseas for like 15 years now. So,
That's crazy.
but yeah, Wembanyama and Scoot Henderson. He's a point guard.
Skeet.
Yeah, but they're both really good. So this is gonna be a big tank season for a lot of teams. They're gonna be trying to tank for Victor or Scoot. So
You know what's gonna happen? Lakers are gonna implode. We have their first round pick.
Oh,
We're gonna
yeah.
win the championship, and we're gonna get the number 1 pick. Add Victor Wembanyama to the team.
yeah,
Unstoppable.
Lakers are done.
Yeah.
They keep finding a way to get first every year.
Yeah.
Hot take: Russell Westbrook has a comeback season.
No.
I think he ends up being a little better last year, but I don't think it moves the needle that much because Anthony Davis is made of glass, and then you sign Patrick Beverly, and you're going to start him, so then you have 2 guards in your starting lineup that can't shoot at all, and then
Did you see that video of Anthony Davis playing 2K?
Of
the newest
himself,
one?
with, like the first play.
Yeah, he got hurt
injured.
on the first play.
Dude, he started giggling.
Bro,
Like,
because
he thought-
that's exactly what happens every year.
he played 15 minutes in the first preseason game, and now they're going to rest him for the rest of the preseason because he has knee soreness.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Yeah.
they won the Mickey Mouse ring in 2020, and
There really was a Mickey Mouse ring.
yeah.
LeBron controlled the bubble. They probably let him like control what the players did and like the rules and regulations. So he was paying off the refs for that too.
Yeah,
They weren't even
Wouldn't
that
be
good.
surprised.
Yeah,
I was historically a big LeBron fan until he left again for the Lakers.
Yeah, I was about to
Now
say, I'm
I
glad
just-
you're not on his dick anymore, bro.
Well, because now I see that we have a good young team and people still want him to come back. But if he comes back, he's going to blow us up.
he's
And they're-
definitely
they're-
coming back.
Yeah, and then we're going to be set back another 15 years.
Yeah,
Like-
you're gonna get really close. You're gonna make a deep playoff push, and then LeBron's gonna come back, and he's gonna bring Bronny along.
I really like our team because we have really good players that are going to be all-stars, most likely. I mean, Garland was already an all-star, but you don't see them, like, all in the media and stuff. Like, they're quiet. They keep to themselves. They just go out and play.
Well, you
That's
will
it.
when they have to trade all of them to the Lakers to get Braun back.
I hope not.
40-year-old Braun lead us to the chip
Nah, he's going to be playing with Bronny somewhere.
Well,
in Cleveland.
I guess that kind of wraps up our pod.
Yeah.
We'll be
Yeah.
back in a few days with some recaps on the Saints game and
It's probably
other
gonna be
games.
really depressing.
Yeah.
Hopefully, there's some good news, man.
Yeah.
But we'll see. So,
Hopefully we can stay healthy with what we have left right now.
Yeah.
So,
seems like every game another person goes down.
yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how Chris Harris does today. I think he got elevated to the active roster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Tony Jones got released.
Yeah,
So,
about fucking time, dude.
yeah.
Yeah,
Should have
they-
kept Latavius.
Yeah,
Well, and I actually
they offered him
saw-
a contract.
Yeah, I actually saw that, so it's not really our fault.
Yeah.
He just, I mean,
He
why,
made a
why
good-
wouldn't you go to Denver and play more?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Dwayne Washington, I really like. Like he reminds me of Latavius. So if he ever has to like step in, I think he'll do a good job.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
All
all
right,
right.
then.
I think that does it. So,
All right. Peace out.
Later.
Peace out.
Later.